Oh, good morning, folks, and Merry Christmas to everyone. Welcome to 3 Zen. Today I'm going to begin with a couple of Christmas stories from my past. First one from Christmas 1964. Now, I had left Germany in June of 1964, and this story was shared to me by my brother and my mom. I don't know if Dad brought it up or not, but be that as it may. We lived on Florida Strasse in Wiesbaden, Germany. Now, Florida Strasse was part of Heineberg and was actually base housing. We lived just down the street from the high school and behind the commissary. At any rate, we lived in these apartment buildings that typically housed 6 families. We were on the second floor. If you look at the building, we were on the second floor to the right as you looked at the building. I actually think, as I think about it a little bit deeper, that those buildings actually held 12 families, but be that as it may. This one Christmas, Dad took it upon himself to go downtown and buy a Christmas tree. He had some time off, and so that's what he did. So he came home with this Christmas tree, hauled it upstairs, he and my brother Bill, got it set up, and he began decorating it. Well, he began decorating it and began having a few pops along the way. So he gets this thing all decorated, sitting in the corner. He's got Christmas music playing when Mom came home from work. Now, she was a secretary out at Lindsay Air Station at the base hospital. So she comes home, walks in the house and sees this Christmas tree, and just immediately becomes incensed with it all. She looked at Dad, and by now he's had more than a few pops. He's sitting there at the kitchen table watching her reaction. She looks at him and she says, "That is the most gaudy Christmas tree I've ever seen." She says, "It's just hideous." Well, that took Dad by surprise and totally shocked him. At any rate, she went on. Now, Mom was very particular about Christmas trees, to the point we used to have to hang the icicles on one at a time and make sure they were hung on straight, hung properly, and so forth. I don't know what he had done to the tree. I wasn't there. But anyway, she was just incensed about it all. So Dad never was one to take criticism well. Walks over, grabs the Christmas tree. From what Bill said, it might have been a 6-footer. Don't doubt if it was much larger than that. And he brings it over to the balcony, through the dining room, onto the balcony, and throws it off the balcony. He says, "You're absolutely correct." He says, "This is the most hideous Christmas tree we've ever had." Well, I guess they were all standing around with their mouths open at that time to watch Dad flip that Christmas tree. Ornaments and all, and whatever icicles were left, went over the balcony. Okay, so he comes over and sits down and pours himself another drink. He's sitting there and he starts singing, "Oh, Christmas tree over the balcony." And he goes on a little bit. Well, pretty soon he begins to throw out little gems like, "There's probably children in town here that would have liked to have had that Christmas tree." And he gets teared up about the thought of that Christmas tree going over the balcony, and one thing led to another. Pretty soon he grabs my brother and they go back downstairs, drag the tree around the building, up the balcony, or up the stairwell, back into the house and set it up again. I guess all in all, it was a good Christmas, but boy, it did not come without its drama. Oh, Christmas tree over the balcony. God love them. Thanks for stopping by, folks. We'll see you here in a couple seconds with another story.